Hello everybody, we're getting ready to do 1.4 of Algebra 2 Math. Contact me here for your own PowerPoints or your own video, worksheets, online tutoring, etc. 1.4, quadratic functions and factoring. And we only got 2 points here of taking notes, and we got 30 points here for classwork skill sheet at the end of part 1 here. This is the bell work. Teachers, that give your kids about 5 minutes to do this. Area of a rectangle. For what integers be factored? So this is kind of a short response question here. There's the answer for number 1, area of that rectangle. And then for here, therefore, b equals 8 or b equals negative 8 expression can be factored. So fitting in for b there, we figure out what b could be. Okay, 1.4, solve this quadratic by factoring. We're going to do some factoring again. We've already done a fair amount. To factor ax squared plus bx plus c when a does not equal 1. When a does not equal 1, find integers k, l, and m and n such that for a we have k and l, and then for b and c we must have m and n for c, and then m plus n for b. And this is what that is here. KL x squared plus km plus lm plus times x plus mn. So k and l must be factors of a, and m and n must be factors of c. We know that. So we have example 1 here. Factor this. A is not equal to 1. What in the world do we do with that? So here is our pattern again. Here for factoring our a, where k and l are factors of 5 and m and n are factors of 6. You can assume that k and l are positive and k is greater than 1 because m and n is greater than 0. M and n have the same sign, so m and n must both be negative because the coefficient of x is negative 17, so m and n must be negative. So knowing that, we come up with the table here. Here's our fancy table to come up with our k, l, m, and n's. Okay, for 5 and 1, m and n would be negative 6, negative 1. And then this is how it would be in here, in our trinomial, and this is what we would come up with here. For 5 and 1, if we use 5 and 1 for k and l, we have negative 1, negative 6. And then 5x minus 1, x minus 6. And then 5x squared, we would have this trinomial. And then for 5, 1 again, here's another possibility. Negative 3, negative 2 for m and n. We get this here, and then we come up with this. And then for 5 and 1 again, we have negative 2, negative 3 now for m and n. We come up with this here, and then bingo, we get our correct trinomial here with this mix of the two of m and n. So the correct factorization is right here, these two binomials here. Guided practice number 1, factor the expression. If the expression cannot be factored, say so. And students, this is your independent practice here. We're going to go ahead and go through number 1. Here is our problem. Here's our k and l's. Here's our m and n's. Here is our, when we multiply them together. Then this is when we add them together. 4u squared plus 21u, 4u squared plus 9u plus 5. Here's another conjugation of that. au squared plus bu plus c, we come up with this here. 2, 4u squared, that'd be 10, 12, and then 5. So this is the correct factorization for this quadratic right here. Using our table and doing it that way, the best way to do it is mentally. Okay, so factor this quadratic, example 2. So we get this one here, where k and l are factors of 3, and m and n are factors of -7. So m and n have to equal -7. Because m and n is less than 0, m and n have opposite signs. So we know that much. Here's our table again, k, l, m, n. Then our two binomials here. Then finally our quadratic, 3, 1, 7, -1. That's where we come up with that. 3, 1, -1, and 7. That's what we come up with there. 3, 1, -7, and 1. We come up with this. And then 3, 1, 1, -7, and then we have this combination, and then we come up with that. So here it is. Right here is our correct answer here. 3x minus 1, x plus 7. Will be the correct factorization. Now another guide to practice here. Factor your expression here. Students, this is on you. Use your table. So here are our KLs and M&Ns. We come up with this combination doing it this way, then we turn them around and doing it this way here. And then again, 7 and 1, 7 and 1, 3 -1, and 1 -3. We have -20x and then -4x here. So it's -20x, 7x squared, so it would be this conjugation here of our two binomials comes up with this. So there it is. Okay, for further PowerPoints in quadratics and video, worksheets, solution PowerPoints, online tutoring, email me here. Thank you very much.